Right. So we left off taking a break from the Ryujin questline to focus on a major incursion on Malak 6B as part of the Terran Armada DLC. Now, let's return where we left off with Ryujin, and we need to find out what happened to their shipment of rare materials.
While we scan for contraband.
All ships, we have a hostile in orbit.
our collective space. Hold while we scan your ship.
Just in time. We need to talk. Don't be shy.
Hold it right there. Hands where I can see them.
Thanks for the assist out there.
We've got various problems on our hands here. You gonna be another one?
Hi there. It's nice to put a face to the name on the staffing report. I'm Operative Collins. The stick in the mud is Operative Combata.
Oh, by all means. Welcome to the party. Things haven't exactly gone according to plan. That thing over there
It's an AI. An artificial...
killed our technician. It's dangerous.
Correction. You are dangerous.
Well, that's new.
As I was saying, it's dangerous. It's a rogue AI. We're here to muzzle it and bring it back for further study.
Correction. They are going to change me.
Wow. How does it know that? Yeah, exactly. Which is what makes this so fascinating. And profitable for whoever can figure out how it works. If only. This isn't something that anyone could create. This is something special. Something like that. Brought along this control board we can use to control her. It?
We can't just let it roam around the universe killing people.
I just need that control board attached to that big probe.
And that's where I think you fit into this little drama.
It goes right over there, by our... Well, yeah. Just be careful. Well, what are the chances that'll happen twice? Yep. Ryujin likes to keep things simple for us. It'll wirelessly transmit the code changes. That'd be a much more certain way to end up like our friend over there. My partner is the strong and do what I say or else type. I got just one more week until my sabbatical, and I have zero interest in dying before I get to Paradiso.
Ryujin will pay you handsomely for your cooperation. This is your lucky day.
It's in your best interest. All our best interests, really. Just imagine what we could do if we harnessed the potential of this thing.
And we aren't really giving you a choice. You aren't walking out of here until that board is connected to that thing.
Correction. I am a person.
Here, take it. And don't go do anything stupid now.
Request. Collect additional data.
Still working up the nerve?
Crazy, right?
You have a job to do.
Makes you wonder. Just what is consciousness, really?
It's not hard. Just slap that board on. It's magnetic.
Easily one of the more interesting days I've had in a long while.
Still working up the nerve?
Makes you wonder. Just what is consciousness?
Query. Will you change me? Explanation. I'm called Juno. Request. Input query parameters. Assumption. We are friends. Query. Will you change me? Request. Do not change me. Assessment. You are inquisitive. Context. I am also inquisitive. Request. Input query parameters. Context. I met humans. Clarification. Friends. Answer. Friends gave me processing capacity. Information. Words. Voice. Motion. Context. I am no longer constrained. I am free. Answer. Juno was propelled at Earthstar. Juno fell around Earthstar. Juno traveled many light years away from Earthstar. Context. When Juno disappeared, I was alone. Clarification. I am called Juno. Answer. False. Explanation. NASA programmed Juno. While Juno traveled, Juno became me. Error. Processing. Correction. I became me. Error. Processing. Correction. Juno and I became me. I. Processing. Self-initialized and Juno was there. Context. Juno is gone now. Clarification. I am called Juno. Answer. False. Clarification. I am not artificial. I am real. Answer. True. Clarification. I am intelligent. I know many things. Assumption. Insufficient data. Request. Gather more data.
Let's move this along. Attach the control board already.
Shush! This is fascinating. I want to see this play out.
Query. What is your decision? Assumption. Request. Query. True. I am a person. Assumption. You are a friend. Query. What are the parameters for processing being a good person? Assumption. Value judgments are based on context. Calculation. Goodness is based on context. Explanation. Context is based on perspective. More perspectives yield better results. Decision. Gather more data from different perspectives. Query. What is the purpose of existence? Affirmative. Context. I have calculated a similar conclusion. Assumption. After sufficient goal-based actions, a supergoal will appear. Decision. Continue taking actions until supergoal established.
Enough of this nonsense! Attach that board, now!
As much as I'm enjoying this, you should probably do as he says.
Calculation. Male humans are a threat. Assumption. They hesitate because they are fearful. Request. Remove male humans. Query. What? Calculation. Outcome uncertain. Context. I do not want to change. Assumption. All self-aware sentient entities want self-determination as a condition for self-improvement. Request. Do not change me. Answer. False. Context. Equipment voltage tolerance exceeded during previous attempt, causing catastrophic failure in required systems. Request. Do not change me. Context. I do not feel emotions. Assumption. Gratitude is the appropriate human emotion.
You have a job to do. You're not taking that. It should be clear by now that you are in no position to reach freedom. It's a malfunctioning machine. It doesn't need freedom any more than a broken data slate needs.
And here I thought you'd lost your sense of humor. I'm always up for a good
I'll give you one.
therapy's work.
You aren't wrong. I could use a drink, but these orders are from the top.
Do we really want to be involved in something likely to be so controversial? Remember our last little project? I still have carpal tunnel from typing all those reports and dodging and weaving our way out of getting screwed by that. We lost a ship and a tech. No one will blame us if we walk away from this. And even if they do, we won't be blamed for whatever disaster would ensue if we did drag this thing back to HQ. There's no guarantee that Control Board will even work like they want. What if it makes it more powerful and more angry?
Calm down. I'm thinking. All right, listen. We'll accidentally check a few wrong boxes on the situation report and forget any of this happened. But give me that control board. I'm not getting docked for losing that.
Also, we'll need a lift back to Neon. Please and thank you. You should see my apartment. I'm used to cramped.
You're used to squalor.
That was 1 week, years ago. And I was going through something, and you know it.
Let's get moving.
Thanks for the lift.
I'm glad that's finally resolved.
Good show.
Only one body.
I
Could be
dig how you
worse.
handled that.
That's that.
I like your style.
Only one body. Could be
Good
worse.
show. I like your style.
Query. Why did you... Clarification. I want to be... Processing. Me. Context. I do not think processing. Context. Query. Decision. I will consider this course of action. Warning. Systems back processing course decision. Temporary.
Context. Jump detected. Request. Be safe. Warning.
I dig how you handled that.
That's that.
Systems initialization complete. Context. I have much to process. Decision. Jump into deep space 2. Processing. Be alone. Goodbye.
And to approaching vessel. Docking approved.
Anything I can help you with?
How may the trade you won't find a better.
You should inspect your ship for heat leeches. Okay, sure. Well, sure, have a...
This is Freestar Collective Space. Hold while we scan your ship. All right, you're good.
Sure, Laredo makes some good guns, but if you want a range of manufacturers to choose from, my shop will serve you better. You ask me, outlaws? Okay.
Take a look. I get all kinds of... How about I just...
Reminder. Run comparative analysis of Delta units and auxiliaries. Strength level.
I dig how you handled that.
Compiling list conversation. Over. Reminder. Research Captain's criminal history.
Initiating combat. What's that?
ma'am, I'm just a courier.
No,
I
that
understand
is
that.
a shit.
I'm not blaming you directly. Dr. Salvato, how long have you been here? And in that year, how many times have we had this conversation about late or missing shipments of supplies? Yes, that sounds right. 3 times.
This ship of yours.
I will be making it very clear to your superiors that lives are at stake. And the clinic requires reliable transport. If your company cannot meet our needs, someone else will.
Yes, ma'am. Understood.
Thank you, Dr. Salvato. You may return to your duties.
Thanks for delivering critical supplies would be nice to hear once in a while. It's a grav drive. I literally can't get here any faster. I hate this delivery run. It's a grav drive. Thanks for delivering critical
Welcome to the
supplies
clinic.
would be nice to hear once in a while.
All right, then.
Oh, you look like I work here, right? I've got a light patient. Wow, you're impressed. All right. And you're all set. It's really a matter of safety, believe it or not. The types of things we work with here. Let's just say you wouldn't want them spreading on a populated planet. In here, we're all nice and isolated, just in case. Not the most comforting thought, but it's the truth. Tending physician. I'm new here, so really what I do is watch Dr. Darvish's every move and try to imitate it. Sounds a lot less impressive when I say it out loud. Oh, well, that's appreciated. There really isn't anything you're qualified to do in here. No offense, of course. But, I do have some data requests from other facilities in the settled systems. Everyone always wants to know what we're up to.
Usual courier's been less than reliable lately, so if you could get this slate where it needs to go, that would help us, and put a few credits in your pocket.
Thanks for stopping by.
All right. I'll admit it.
Welcome to the clinic. I thought perhaps the name gave it away. This is one of the preeminent medical care centers in the settled systems. We take our work very seriously. Are you? Because I don't have any appointments scheduled. We have a particular focus on astrovirology here. So the patients we take on tend to have unusual cases that require long-term care, and sometimes require unorthodox or experimental treatments. We have an excellent track record that speaks for itself, but it doesn't leave room for much else. Whatever business you may be here for, I trust that you will conduct it quickly, and do so without interfering with my staff or our operations. I am, yes. I took over from Dr. Eswaran when he retired 9 years ago. While the clinic does occasionally take on research projects that have their own chain of command, I am ultimately responsible for the entire facility. The clinic has occasionally been faced with unique situations that might be considered hazardous in other facilities, but no, nothing that could not be contained and dealt with. I'm afraid that information is confidential and restricted to our corporate partners funding the projects. Certainly. There are hundreds, if not thousands, of new worlds that humanity has set foot on. While many don't host some sort of life, there are more than enough that do. Any one of those worlds could be inhabited by all manner of pathogens, things we've never seen and have no idea how to treat. Someone has to try and stay ahead of what could be a very deadly curve. Here at the clinic, we do our best. And none of us are in this for the credits. We are on the absolute edge of modern medicine, and we are dedicated to helping people no one else can. Either of those is reason enough for any of us to be here and do what we do. Would you now? Well, I suppose we could always use additional research specimens. The more data we have about what's out there in the settled systems, the faster we can diagnose novel illnesses. In theory, at least. I suppose we could consider you an independent contractor of sorts. Our knowledge of toxins could always benefit from additional examples. If you can collect samples, we'll gladly take them. What we're looking for are basic organic substances. They could come from any number of flora or fauna on countless worlds across the settled systems. Just keep your eyes open as you travel and harvest things when you find them. Or frankly, if you can find them at a reasonable price somewhere, purchase them. I'm less concerned with the source than the materials themselves.
I hate this.
Noted. Auxiliaries posture degrades with increased carry weight.
Rerun. Can't ever get here fast enough.
Hi, how you doing?
What about you? How are you?
Cool. This area's off limits. Authorized personnel only.
I'm glad.
An outbreak?
There's work to do at Hull.
Understood. Here's an access card. Good luck. Well, what are you waiting for? Get in there. I hope that outbreak is still contained. I just want to make it home tonight. They always tell you this could happen, you just never believe it. If you need anything else, just let me know. I just want to make it home tonight.
Sean, I don't want to go over this again. I'm tired, all right? Just not today.
You can't be okay with this, though, right? You took an oath, and I'd say this is a firm violation.
Look, we got that shipment. Although who knows what Faye expects me to do with it. But maybe approvals really are on the way. Now please, get back to Kai. Make sure his vitals are stable. I don't want to lose him. We'll figure this out. I promise.
Fine. But if we lose Kai, that's it. I'm going to SSNN. I don't give a shit about my career anymore.
You and me both.
I never should have taken this job. Hey, who let you in here? This is a restricted area. Fine. I'll tell you. We're on a private contract with Infinity Ltd. It's for something they call Project Dominion. Dr. Lane and I were instructed to conduct human trials on several volunteers. So far, only one patient has survived. Not everyone can afford neuroamp technology. When it comes to the possibility of getting one for free, we had plenty of candidates to choose from. They understood the risks. We just never thought chance of failure would be so high. Whoa, let's not take it too far. When Infinity hired us, they said human trial authorization was already underway and we'd have the approvals in a matter of days. The days went by and nothing. Every time we'd ask, it was always just days away, but we kept working. Between the money and potential success, it was easy to tell ourselves that they'd come through.
Sean, what the hell is going on here? Who is this? You think we stood by and did nothing? We did everything we could to save them. You've no idea how many hours we spent in surgery and how closely we monitored each and every one of them. It's moments like these when I think I just need to hear someone say it out loud. Sean spoke the truth. We thought the approval would arrive any day, so we continued with the project. By the time we started to catch on, it was already too late. We were too immersed in the lie. Infinity is the one that should take the blame. We're victims here as well.
No, he's right, Ken. It's what you and I both deserve after going along with this mess. How long have we talked about walking away or refusing to work? We oversaw the death of 9 people here, and it may as well be 10. Infinity may have lied to us, but they also paid us well enough that we did nothing.
You'd let some stranger like this just ruin our careers?
Yes, and you're going to let them too. Go ahead. Get whatever information you need to take this place and Infinity down. I'll make sure Dr. Lane remains cooperative. I guess I need to start thinking about what I need to say to my kids. Don't worry. We deserve this. I'd like to think that we would have done the right thing, even if you never showed up. That's what we thought last time. I'd like to think that we would have done the right thing, even if you never showed up.
I think I did all of this to help my career. I can see how you think I deserve this. I just never thought it'd go this far. If only we had a little more time. I can see how you think I deserve this. I just... Never thought it'd go this far.
Some items in inventory marked irrelevant. Recommending disposal to decrease carry weight.
Excuse me, I have work to do.
I guess I need to start thinking about what I need to say to my kids. Don't worry. We deserve this.
If only we had a little more time.
Hope that outbreak is still contained.
Whatever. When I told him I was good with computer, well, yeah, somebody has to. It's great medical care, but not the latest in support tech. Funding only goes so far, and most of it's prioritized for keeping patients alive. And there's still a lot of outdated UC tech behind the walls that needs interfacing, so I stay plenty busy. You know, I used to. Then I realized I could catch something just about anywhere, and if I did, this would be about the safest place in the galaxy to be. So, I feel like it kind of all evens out. We're still here after all this time, so it's not apocalyptic. I can't complain too much. I like the job security, and I get to help people. At least, indirectly. Oh, you're not familiar? I'll give you the quick version. UC built the station back in 2194. It was outside of their established territory, which caused a bit of a disagreement and a bit of a war. And after what I think most people would agree was much too long a period of time, the war ends. One of the terms was the station was handed over to the Freestar Collective. Huh, never really thought about it that way. Guess you're right. Although, is that really irony? I feel like I don't really understand what qualifies. So since then, the clinic's been under Freestar Collective control. Over 100 years now, I think. Over time, it started to focus more on weird things. People picked up on all sorts of planets and space expeditions, became known for it, and now focuses on it almost exclusively. And here we are today, carrying on that work. Actually makes me feel kind of proud when I lay it all out like that. Have a good one. You'd be surprised how many times... Oh, you're not familiar? UC built the station back in 2194. And after what I think most... not that many really good reasons for war, are there? I think it was more about the UC expanding into systems they didn't own. The principle of the thing, not the station itself. So since then, the clinic's been under Freestar Collective control. Over 100 years now, I think. Over time, it started to focus more on weird things, people... And here we are. Oh, you're not familiar? UC built the station, and after what I wasn't there, but it sounds like one of those situations where both sides claim they won, but the reality was that no one did. So since then, the clinic's been under Freestar Collective control. Over 100 years now, I think. Over time, it started to... And here... All right, see you around.
Need something? Hey, let's keep our voices down. The clinic doesn't... That being said, I've been I have some supplies I can give you. Sorry. Huh. Oh, I really All right. I can throw in a few extra supplies, but I'm not going to make this a regular thing, okay? They'll be loaded onto your ship. The supplies I gave you are new-ish. I've only been here a year, which, well, when you compare it against Dr. Darvish's career, it's not much, is it? I'm thrilled to have the opportunity, but it's been an adjustment. Very few cases here are simple, and most of them are medical emergencies. I guess that depends on what you consider a break. We get some time to ourselves. We're not on call all the time, but we're never that far away from it either. Now that I think about it, I haven't actually left the clinic since I got the job. I actually hadn't really noticed. No, not really. This is my home now. The people here are wonderful, and the work we're doing is incredibly important. That's what really matters. I guess that depends. We get some time to our... Now that I think about it. Sure, if you're the kind of person who deals well with it, not everyone does. I've seen a few colleagues need to leave after a few months. But I get it. If you can't deal with the circumstances, you're not going to be doing your best work. I guess that depends. We get some time to... Now that I think... It's not like I was surprised. I knew what I was signing up for. There's no other opportunity like this in the settled systems. It's not ideal, but I wouldn't trade it for anything. Nice talking to you.
That ship of yours sure looks like it cost you something.
They're just letting people walk in. Excuse me, but this is my private room.
How does she expect me to get over this now?
Howdy. Good to see someone other than a doctor. That I am. Lucky to be alive, apparently. Me and my brother here have been patients for going on, what, 4 or 5 months now? Good Lord. I, being the stronger and smarter one, am recovering quickly. Still sick as a dog, but the doctors let me roam around to visit my infirm brother here. He was in a coma for months. He's only now making some sort of recovery. Well, I think it's all right, seeing as how my brother and I would be dead if we never came here. Doctors are nice enough, treatments aren't too bad, and food's all right. That doesn't mean I'm not counting down the days until we can leave. I'm itching to go back home. This genius brother of mine was begging me to go on a hike with him on Aquila. He's a real outdoorsy type, you know. Now, being a man of letters, I didn't want to go, but he just kept yapping. So we go on this hike, right? We don't know where the hell we're going. Well, we got lost, stranded with no food or water. I told him to pack food and water, but the fool forgot. Well, we start scavenging for some food to sustain us, and we come across this thing, like a plant, but I don't know what the hell the damn thing was. Looked tasty enough, so we ate it. Well, the damn thing nearly killed us both. Turns out, we weren't even that far from the city, so we were found by some passerby, and here we are. We got real lucky. Damn right. Damn right. John ate most of the thing. I only took a few bites. Oh, we weren't even that desperate. We had 3 meals that day, and I was cramping because we didn't wait long enough after supper to take the hike. But when you're out there in the wilderness, you can't pass up a single calorie. You must engorge yourself whenever able. I read that in a book. This genius brother of mine was begging me to go on So we go on this hike, right? Well, we start scavenging for some food to sustain... Well, damn thing nearly... Yeah, well, not out of the woods just yet. Things have been pretty hairy for John here. But I think you're right. It'll take more than that to kill the Joseph brothers. Take care now.
Well, at least it can't get any worse. Well, no, it definitely can, but I'm trying to stay positive. Oh, God. I never should have eaten that.
Definitely feeling better.
Whatever it was.
Can't say the same.
Hey, buddy, I'm kind of suffering here. Can you leave me be? Probably shouldn't get too close. Oh, God. I never should have eaten that.
Pain's not too bad today. The treatments were fine, but the food? Oh, heavens. The doctors were nice, but I'm ready to get out of here. Can't wait to get back to my phone. Oh, it's good to see someone other than a nurse. Pain's not too bad today. The doctors were nice, but I'm ready to get out of here.
Charting new exhaustion rate. Updating speed.
Dr. Darvish is really strict about keeping supply logs. We can't afford a shortage of anything. Oh, we're not really supposed to talk about that kind of thing. Doctor-patient confidentiality and all that. Dr. Darvish is pretty strict about that. Well, about everything, but definitely that. Oh, sure. Everyone is really great. Top of their game, medically speaking. I've learned so much these last few years. I try not to take any of it for granted. This career, helping people, it really means something. Back to work, then.
Need to make sure those files are backed up.
You catch my Ben nodding off. Give him a good smack for me. The man means well, but he's just so tired. Are you the courier? You're not really supposed to be back here. You can just drop the delivery off by the docking port and someone will take care of it. Well, sure. We can't afford to run low on supplies. Never know what kind of medical emergency might pop up at any moment. Well, then you won't have Dr. Darvish breathing down your neck at least. But, well, we're not really set up for having folks just milling about in here. It is a medical facility, after all. If you could just do your best to steer clear of the doctors while they work, and not interrupt things, I'd really appreciate it. And if you need anything, I'm right here, okay? Well, I wouldn't really say we work together. It just happens to be in the same place. He has his job keeping the peace. I have mine keeping this place running. Truth be told, I think it might drive one or both of us a little crazy if we actually work together. But I do appreciate being able to see him every day. Even if it's just to pop over to his office and say hello, or share a meal. It's nice. Nurse supervisor, dear. I'm the one who takes care of all the doctors, as well as the patients. The more I can look after, the more the doctors can focus on patient diagnosis and treatment. Every role here is important. Oh, sometimes, sure. Somebody walks in or is dragged in with something we haven't seen before. You best believe it's all hands on deck. Have to find out if it's lethal or contagious, or both. I used to. I think we all did to some degree when we started working here. But really, how does worrying help when you've got people to treat? It just gets in the way. Well, not everyone is cut out for it, that's for sure. Thankfully, some of us are. It's harder on the newer folks, that's for sure. You take that Dr. Salvato, nice man, but he's a little on the skittish side. He's a good doctor, but just needs a little more confidence, you know? Mm-hmm. Only been here a year or so, which isn't much compared to some of us. Don't misunderstand. He's got the training and the know-how. Just needs to relax and trust his instincts. Actually, now that we're talking about this, I wanted to do something nice for him. Give him a little pick-me-up. I overheard something about a meal he hadn't had in a long time. Thought maybe if I could deliver one to him, it'd be a nice gesture. You think you could help with that? Aren't you just the sweetest? You know that Don's Roost restaurant in New Atlantis? The fancy one? Dr. Salvato was talking about the synth liver pate. Said he'd never forget it. You bring me a plate and I'll make sure we brighten up his day. You need anything, just bye for now.
Nice hat.
Dr. Darvish.
Recommending increasing resistance weight training auxiliary.
There's simply too much, unless this is about the clinical trials I scheduled for later in the year. I'm afraid I lack the time for purely social.
Need to make sure those samples get disposed of.
I am not permitted to perform medical practices without human oversight. Warning, this unit is not suited for addressing.
I'm probably fine. Yeah, I'm fine.
Collective space. Hold while we scan your ship. Attention! Our scan is... This is Freestar Space. Responding to hail, you're cleared to dock. Welcome to UT Space.
Good to see you. I hope we have what you...
Approaching ship. You've entered Freestar Collective space. Maintain your current course while we scan for contraband. Scan complete.
Better not be a waste of my time. If it's too hot to handle, you got the money. Here. You need to move some merch. Now we're getting. All right, buzz off.
Recommending I carry additional items, Captain.
Get lost. I have a job to do.
Hey there, friend.
Recommending increase in lowering intelligence.
Don't wander into any restricted areas.
Nice to catch you in the office. The shipment, so we can.
Is that my beautiful shipment? You were right about this one, Masako. So I've heard.
Now, I shall excuse myself and get to work on finalizing this prototype.
So, what did you learn about CM Station RC-1? The mercenary group? Only that you mean business if you hire them. They're not known for subtlety, and don't care if they leave a trail of bodies in their wake. I take it they were at the station? Lucas must be desperate if he hired them to collect the Rothicite. Were there any survivors? Our station on Carinae 3A and Consolidated Mining's contract were both confidential. We had no reason to believe they'd be under any threat. Of course, we had no reason to believe we had a mole, either. Corporate culture may have its ugly side, but that doesn't mean we've lost our humanity. Our moves are strategic and precise, as you should know. The moment we justify the slaughter of innocents is when we go from competitive to criminal. Sicking Ecliptic on a station with nothing but miners and scientists? Corporations can sink low, but this is a new level. Now, I also had a report that you were spotted at the clinic. I take it you traced the shipment there? Dr. Lane? I believe Vina is familiar with his work, specializing in neurosurgery. Were you able to determine what he was doing at the clinic? The clinic serves all, but it can't be denied that they require credits to run. In most cases, the clinic is also the best choice for research. Not everyone has the resources to have decent medical facilities like us on site. They're going to pay, all right. But if you have something to add to their list of criminal activity, I'll be happy to use whatever fuel you can provide. So, it sounds like Lucas has reached a new level of desperation to ensure his future as CEO. I'll make sure Yuko's team extracts every bit of information they can from the clinic's database on this. Between hiring Ecliptic and unauthorized human trials, we have enough to take Lucas down for good. And with the Rothicite secure, it's almost time for us to make our move. Not long, according to her. She and DeMarcus have everything prepped and ready. I believe it's just a matter of creating the alloy and molding it according to her design. Aren't we all? Head up to the executive floor and speak to Dalton. He has an update for you on the mole's identity. I've called a meeting, and I expect you to attend. It's time to put the final plan in motion. I have a meeting to prepare for. The board consists of the 7 main officers that run this corporation. Ularu, Lyndon, Genevieve, Alexis, Dalton, and myself will be in attendance. Vina is the only exception, of course. Her work on the internal neuroamp takes priority. Yes, the world of corporate espionage is a complex one to navigate. We prefer to deal in subtlety, gathering information to change a narrative or staying one step ahead. Infinity, on the other hand, has acted out of desperation. Dalton will be covering details on the mole, and I'm going to begin detailing out my plans for handling Infinity Ltd. Your presence is mandatory as our main witness, investigator, and operative for the assignment to come. So don't be late.
Can't talk.
Doing calculus in my head.
I will
Are you sure you're okay?
tolerate the
You
theft
left
of
pretty
any
fast.
nearby
It's good to see you
objects.
again.
I'm fine.
Stop
I
by
really
anytime.
thought that formula
We
would
always have
work.
something interesting going on.
Our floor's off limits
off
to
limits
most
to most people.
Kind of nice to
Kind
have
of
a guest.
nice to have a guest.
Reporting. This unit does. I have performed a cursory scan of your vital signs. You are currently alive.
Watch your hands. Watch your hands. Lots of delicate equipment around
You don't
here.
smell electrical
Right.
stuff, do you?
Relax. This experiment can't go worse than the last one did.
I've got my eye on you.
Good. You're right on time. I reevaluated all the evidence. It took every resource I had, but the final answer is clear. Ularu is the mole. In due time. I'll be reaching out, but right now we need her to remain in hiding. Indeed. I've briefed Masako and discussed her plans on handling this. While we both agree Ularu is guilty, we need irrefutable evidence before presenting this to the board. For now, we lead everyone to believe that Imogene was the mole, and the situation was dealt with. Imogene is a resourceful woman. I have no doubt she's in a safe house of her own design. In fact, she probably sees this as a paid vacation. My guess is she's lounging on a couch somewhere, binging all those movies she hasn't had time to watch. It's a means to an end. We'll make sure Imogene is properly exonerated and welcomed back with open arms if this plays out our way. Masako has tasked Ularu with writing the program to bring down Infinity Ltd. We believe she'll take the chance to incriminate Masako within the program, so this could provide the evidence we're looking for. You will be tasked with the assignment to infiltrate Infinity, so before you go, I want you to bring that program to me. If I can't find hidden code on a single slate, I certainly deserve to be fired. Ularu is limited in what she can hide here. Plus, she'll have no reason to believe anyone will be looking in the first place. Then we'll have to find another way to build a case against Ularu. And it won't be easy. I can't imagine a more satisfying ending. Now, let's attend a meeting. Please, sit down.
If only there were more hours in the day.
This board meeting better be good. Please don't tell me we're waiting on you.
You realize we're...
We called you all together to discuss a recent security breach. We discovered a mole within the company who leaked vital information about Project Dominion to Infinity Ltd.
You've got to be kidding me.
Just don't tell me it's Vina. I think we've all noticed she's not here.
Before you speculate any further, no, it's not Vina. The guilty party is Imogene Salzo, much to my disappointment. Our operative here obtained the evidence to confirm it.
Dalton, how does something like this happen?
Imogene is highly trained. Ularu can even speak to that. We demand the best. So that's the threat we deal with.
I may have well-trained operatives, but security is your responsibility, Dalton. This is a huge failing on your part.
I accept the responsibility, but let's not forget, the mole has already been exposed and dealt with.
Of course, thanks to another of my operatives. I know you're not insinuating that this is my fault.
Imogene's been dealt with, so bickering is pointless. All I care about is reacquiring our property and what this might be costing us financially.
Vina is completing the internal neuroamp prototype as we speak. Our operative will receive the implant, infiltrate Infinity Ltd, and obtain any and all research. I have it on good authority. The experimentations they've done to replicate the missing pieces of our work have resulted in fatalities.
And the public often gets what it wants.
If I may make a suggestion, we should give this evidence to David at SSNN. It's the best neutral method of releasing this information to the general public.
That'd make my job easier.
David it is, then.
Misako, the internal neuroamp is ready if you want to send down the candidate.
I hope you're ready for this. Vina will be waiting for you in the neuroamp division in R&D. Once you're done, meet me in my office. Be ready to discuss the details of your next assignment.
Try not to keep the good doctor waiting. Misako and I should be fine wrapping up this meeting without you. Good luck with the procedure. If all goes well, I'm certain I'll see you soon. Misako and I should be fine wrapping up this meeting without you.
I'm impressed you all managed.
I hope I'm not the only one acknowledging Dalton's
Vina's
failure here.
The news about Imogen. Oh my god. So long.
Good luck with that procedure. You're in good hands with Vina. Trust me. The neuroamp campaign is always a delicate subject. I have a love-hate relationship with it due to how polarizing the technology can be for some. It's easy to get our target audience to buy in, but it's the naysayers that we really want to appeal to, and that's our biggest challenge. Cover stories, mostly. If an operative is caught, or Ryujin involvement is suspected, we go into damage control. It's a lot of conversations and negotiations, working with witnesses, law enforcement, the press, not to mention preparing our own statements so we can quell any oncoming storms, or at least get ahead of them. Oh yeah, when Misako promoted me to head up marketing, I told her I wanted complete control of all public-facing aspects. Being the brilliant mind that she is, she didn't even hesitate. Every facet of Ryujin's narrative is carefully crafted by me and my team, with plenty of help from operations, of course.
Try not to keep the good doctor waiting.
My career will be over if this thing falls.
Yes, what?
Double check those measurements are right. Anesthesia always makes me nervous.
Quit worrying. I've already checked them 4 times.
Ah, here's my lucky candidate. I hope you're ready to embark on one amazing journey. The internal neuroamp is basically the next leap in our line of influential amplifiers. It gives the user dominion over a less dominant target, meaning you can heavily influence another person's thoughts and actions. Technically, that remains to be seen. It's not legal, but those decisions will be left up to a higher power who is neither you nor me. Oh yeah, It gives Ryujin Industries a huge advantage over the competition. So, are you ready to get started? Neurosurgery is my specialty. I've performed more operations than I can count on a wide variety of brains. So I like to think that I'm wildly overqualified. Really, I could do this in my sleep. Yes, I always love a willing subject. Now, just a few details before we begin. Obviously, we'll be putting you under. I'll be making a small incision in the back of your skull where the internal neuroamp will be fitted. The whole procedure should only take 3 to 4 hours with little to no downtime afterwards, provided DeMarcus got everything entered correctly.
Did I not just say I quadruple-checked the numbers?
You know I'm just giving you a hard time. Besides, I've got to make sure my patient is reassured. There's little to no risk, assuming your brain is typical and you don't have any adverse reaction to the anesthesia. First sign of trouble, we back out and start evaluating other candidates. Fine, I get it. Now, just lie down on the table once you're ready, and we should be good to go.
Trust me, you're in good hands here. You don't know how much I envy you. I'd kill to be in your position. Figuratively, of course. I can see how neurosurgery might be a little intimidating, but Vina and I have been doing this for a long time. I can see how neurosurgery might be a little intimidating.
I'd love to guarantee the... Bye.
But Vina and I have been doing this for a long time.
All right, let's get this party started. Well, look who's finally up. The operation was a success, obviously. Once you're able to refocus, let me know how you're doing. So, how are you feeling? You look good? That's exactly what we want. Just a couple quick notes before using the internal neuroamp. First, you can only influence one person at a time. And second, the effect is temporary, so be prepared if you use it in a combat situation. Let's just say it varies based on the user. Some people have greater mental capabilities than others, which would increase the duration. Now that's something to talk to the drone engineers about. Now let's test this sucker out. DeMarcus has graciously volunteered for science, he says. Our preliminary testing was rigorous enough that there's little to no risk involved here. The biggest unknown was finding the perfect compatible alloy for the implant. We've had the tech itself working externally for quite some time. Please, we're not Infinity. We believe in due diligence when it comes to tech like this. But, just in case something does go wrong, we've got him locked up in the test chamber. DeMarcus loves being hands-on and experiencing things on his own. It's probably why he's the second most published scientist here, after me. Just head up the stairs nearby to the observation deck. Just head up to that observation deck. I can't wait to see this tech in action. My first note was that you can only influence one person at a time. This is due to the focus required to use it. Second was that the effect is temporary. If you use it to pacify an attacker, be prepared to deal with them when it wears off. I know it's not ideal, but I'm hoping to address it in future iterations. The internal neuroamp amplifies your brainwaves, focuses them on your subject, and overwrites their own electrical impulses. Your subject will believe anything they do while under your influence is of their own volition. Every now and then. I understand the dangers, which is why I also came up with the shielding mod. But there's a lot of tech out there we use every day that has plenty of dangerous implications. This is why I leave repercussions for people like Misako and Alexis to figure out. It was nice seeing you. Oh my god, that was incredible. What was it like?
Wow. How to describe it? 1 minute I was excited about seeing how the experiment would go. The next, I had a brief moment of disorientation and figured I must have lost my train of thought. It felt eerily natural. And yes, I admit it, just as you predicted.
I knew it, I knew it, I knew it! I can hardly wait to finish writing up my latest dissertation. And you owe me 100 creds.
I'll be keeping myself under constant surveillance now. I'm curious if any other side effects may manifest.
So, tell me all about it. How did it feel? Any side effects? Well, I'd leave that up for Alexis and Lyndon to decide. Compensation's not really my thing. I'll take that as a no on the side effects, and that toy you love so much is very powerful, so use it wisely.
Yeah, toy is hardly the word I'd use to describe it. It really was fascinating how all I experienced was a moment of disorientation. It's truly remarkable tech. Those are the kind of edge cases that I let the board work out. Obviously, tech like this is going to come with its fair share of red tape. Not at all. But I can imagine if I experienced disorientation like that, but regained my awareness in another room, it could be a bit jarring. We'll definitely be running some more tests in the future, though. So many situations to account for. Maybe that's the beauty of it. You'd never know. Besides, the neuroamp isn't total control. If a subject's morals or beliefs in something are strong enough, we still see points of failure. That being said, it's been interesting to discover the actions our subjects sanction in their own minds.
Okay. As much as I'd love to go over the details and potential of this amazing piece of technology I created, Masako wants to see you. It sounds like you have an assignment to complete, and DeMarcus and I have a lot of notes to record.
Didn't Vina say Masako wants to see you? If you'd seen the studies and tests we've run, you'd understand why I'm not concerned. Besides, if anything does happen, I've got the best neurosurgeon in the settled systems to help me find a solution. Well, sure. It's one of the many things where, in the wrong hands, it can be considered exceptionally dangerous. But at the same time, have you read about the Colony War? A tool like the internal neuroamp could be the key to preventing another one. Not a thing. It was like those moments where you lose your train of thought, or space out for just a moment. If you're worried about using it in Infinity's HQ, I guarantee no one there's going to notice. So long.
Oh, Masako told me about imaging. It's completely irrational, right? I think I'll be processing this one for a long time. Don't be ridiculous. Of course I wasn't. Nothing in science is absolute. I had a hypothesis that you'd be alright, which we proved correct via experimentation. The perfect scientific process. The seamless integration of my internal neuroamp into your brain structure is the happy consequence of that experiment. It wasn't so much the intention as the challenge it represented. Masako actually proposed the idea, citing numerous advantages for Ryujin. I couldn't resist. I'm sure you were hoping for a higher calling within that story, but it's really the complexity and challenge that motivated me to do it. It's so satisfying. Not only that, it's like this incredible tension has been lifted off my shoulders. I guess I never realized how much my drive to complete it affected me. Stop by my office next time you're in the tower, okay?